Hello friends, welcome to Graphology Insights. My name is Vinit Bansode and I am the founder of the Graphology Research Institute, formed 20 years back, and we have certified and trained almost 4,500 graphologists, and we have together analyzed more than 1 lakh signatures. Let me tell you what is graphology. Graphology means the science of understanding a person through the handwriting and the signature. There are many uses of graphology, and few uses are understanding your strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threat, which is called the SWOT analysis. We can also through handwriting analyze child and their mindset, the potential of a child, the challenges of parenting. The use of graphology is also in compatibility. When two people come together and they want to get together or they want to work together. So marriage compatibilities, partnership compatibilities, team compatibilities, and even investor and entrepreneur compatibility. So, but the most important use of graphology is recruitment analysis, and today we are going to see about recruitment analysis. It is said that 15% of your net profit in any organization is affected if you don't recruit the right kind of people. That means if you are recruiting wrong people, they can eat up 15% of your net profit. And you will know how, because most of the time your best employees are busy training the people who are not performing. There are a lot of issues related to wrong recruitment, because of which the other employees, the emotional health of the organization gets affected. And that is why recruiting the right people becomes the most important thing. Many times when we recruit, we also need people with the right attitude. When we are doing the interview, people these days also attend workshops on how to give best interviews. So in the interview, they can impress you with their knowledge and qualification, they can impress you. But what about the compatibility of the culture? What about the compatibility of their behavior with other team members? Now, graphology is such tool which actually can understand the culture compatibility of your employee and the team. That means suppose in HR they say that employees don't leave organizations, they leave the bosses. So if a person is performing very good in X organization and he is a very star performer there, it's not necessary that he will perform in your organization reporting to the boss that is going to get. So the boss and the employee compatibility is very, very, very useful. So it is always suggested that people with like-minded form a very good team. So a person whom you are recruiting as a new employee should match the mindset of the people who you already have. Another very important trait employee should have, that he should be coachable. People are asset, and when we recruit people, they should be able to grow with the organization. So every person should have a coachability as a very, very strong important. Many times when we recruit the person, we recruit from the point of a personal bias also. Many times the recruiter likes the person because maybe he's from the same state or the language or faith or something like that, and then he says that okay, I like these kind of people, and that's the reason we recruit the person. But that's not a very scientific way to recruit the person. Many times we should also focus on what is your attrition rate ratio of your organization. That means if 100 people are joining your organization, how many people are staying for 3 years, how many people are staying for 5 years. I'll share a case study with you. We had an organization where there were 100 people and the attrition rate was almost 30, that every 3 months 30 people would quit and go to a different organization, and that was purely because the culture was not defined, or the bosses they were reporting were not the bosses they wanted to work for, or the work they were assigned was not the work they wanted to do. Now these things we cannot sense when we talk to a person, but only through a good graphology test we can identify that what is his potential, what is his liking, what is his aptitude, what kind of people he likes to work for, and what are the ways to handle and motivate a person. Now these kind of things we come through graphology. We did this test and we started recruiting people only through graphology. That many times they will get a good employee or a good candidate who is perform well in the organization, but through graphology we can identify that this person is not going to connect to the culture of this organization, and that's the reason we don't recruit. And many times the recruiter has a problem that we are rejecting a lot of people and selecting few people. But the good news is that after 3 years of this exercise, in the first year itself we could bring down the attrition to 0. That means now in the past 3 years People have not left because they didn't like the organization. People have left for personal reasons. But that is a different thing which we cannot control. So these are the uses of graphology in recruitment. And I will strongly advise that if you want to save this 15% of loss in your network, then you should actually get all your current staff analyzed through graphology to understand which employee to motivate how, and which employee to put under which boss, and which team to form based on the graphological readings. Thank you.